Hi there. So today we're talking about how to plant a wildflower patch or a wildflower meadow in your yard. I'm tilling today this bare patch in my garden. This is roughly a 25 by about 35, 40 foot area that I'm tilling, and I'm going to plant completely to wildflowers. We have a wedding here in the fall, and this is an area we want to look nice. It's usually vegetable garden, but this year it's going to be wildflowers. So I've gone to one of the more local seed companies for me, which is American Meadows in Vermont. I've used their product in the past. Their customer support is stellar. Their product is excellent. I've had great luck with it. I went to them, talked to them, did a little research myself, landed on a mix. I'm using the Northeast Wildflower mix. I'm also going to mix that with some aster seed and some zinnias. The zinnias will be for more annual color, faster color, for something a little earlier in this season. And then the Northeast mix has a mix of perennial and annual and things that will reseed themselves even though they're annual. So that's kind of a mouthful. One other thing I'm doing, because I'm kind of playing a little bit with the weather come October when this wedding is happening, and we're trying to have something here that'll look nice, I'm mixing in some white clover mix because, if I do get hit with a hard frost or freeze and I lose all the flowers, there are some flowers in the mix that should be frost tolerant, but if we lose all of them, then I can at least mow it down and have the clover underneath, which will look nice as well, and then we'll just have more of a clover lawn patch. So, first thing you need to do when you're making a wildflower patch is you need to get down, you need to get rid of whatever weeds or grass you've got growing there, and you've got to get down to some good soil. Now, I know a lot of people have different opinions on whether or not to till or not to till in your gardens, but this is an instance where I would really recommend tilling, and the reason for that is that you really want to start with good bare ground where the wildflower seed that you've invested in can grow and thrive, and where it won't have a lot of weed competition. Now, obviously, you can't really control every weed that's out there, and tilling it will potentially kick up a little bit more weed seed too that may compete. But the idea is get this down, get this grass and everything that was growing here killed down to nothing, and then get the seed on it right away and let the seed establish. Within a day of after I'm done my tilling portion of this, I will be seeding this with the wildflower seed, and hopefully that's what gets the jump and then outcompetes the other weeds. I may come up with some weeds later on that maybe I'll go through and clip, but another thing that I would caution you is don't try and control your wildflower patch too much. It is supposed to be wild, a little bit chaotic. Again, like I said, I've done a patch like this in the past that we've since turned back into other garden, but this was a real haven for butterflies and bees and hummingbirds, and it was really just an amazing place to be once that was all in flower. So the basic steps that I'm going through is, first, I've tilled this off the other day. I did 2 passes. I went up and down one way, and then I went back and forth the other direction. That just kind of ensures that I didn't miss any patches, digs everything up again. It was a rainy day right after that, so some of these roots and things may still be kind of alive in here, and maybe even a little bit replanted in the tilling process. So that's why I'm going over it again, and I'm picking a hot sunny day to do that, so that whatever does get turned back up onto the surface really gets killed off well, dries out, and then I can lay the seed, and that will have more of the jump. There are some other options for killing off your patches, like solarizing, smothering. You can pick yours, but again, for a wildflower patch, you're really best off getting down to bare soil, not trying to mix that into an existing lawn or standing, because the seed just doesn't take as well. This way we'll get good established seed to soil contact, good moisture, and good germination, and I really expect we'll be well on our way here within a few weeks. So those are the basics of it. More details in the article. I hope you'll read through that, and any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them, and we'll do what we can. All right, happy planting.